Amy is on the line in Panama City Beach. Hi, Amy. How are you?
Hi, Dave. I'm good. How are you?
Better than I deserve. What's up?
So I'm a new listener by like 2 or 3 days.
Wow.
I've been listening and watching a ton of your videos. I'm 51. I'm divorced, no kids. Sorry.
How long have you been divorced?
Oh, that's been years and years. The main concern is I just lost my job.
Oh, okay.
It's been about 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm trying to get a hold of myself. And I'm blowing through the savings that I have.
Mm-hmm. How much savings do you have?
I have $4,000 in my checking,
Mm-hmm.
and I have $8,000 in another investment account, which cryptocurrencies, which I just watched your video on that. So I am currently down on that.
Get that out today.
No
Get that out today.
Okay.
And just put it in a savings account. You don't need to be risking money right now. You're broke and out of a job. So, what did you used to make at your job?
$100,000.
What did you do?
I did project management, and I've also, prior to moving to Florida, I did real estate sales for 14 years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. How long have you been in? How long have you been in Florida?
It's a long story. I'm here for 6 months. I was here last year for about 7. So, and then I was on the West Coast for a short amount of time. So I've had a lot of moves, which hasn't helped.
Mm-hmm.
I have 0 retirement, no health insurance.
Mm-hmm. Where are you going to settle down and make your life?
I have no idea.
Well, you need to decide that because you need to get a job.
Yeah, well, the work that I was doing was remote, so I can work from anywhere. And I am currently attempting to replace that. I've been applying like a maniac and getting interviews, and I think, honestly, it's because my rate is high that I'm not able to get something more quickly because my debt is so high.
How much debt do you have?
So I have $50,000 in credit cards. The minimums on that are $1,500 a month, just for the minimums. I owe $24,000 to the IRS for 2017. I'm currently on a payment plan with them of about $300 a month, which I'll pay off when I'm 110, apparently. I haven't filed for 2018 yet. I was actually going to do an extension just because I'm scared.
Okay, let's give you some steps. Let's look at some steps, okay? What is happening is you have stuff flying at you, and you're giving me these bits of information that tells me it's flying at you from 14 different directions, and you're completely overwhelmed, and and that's where all the emotions coming from. It just makes you scared because you don't even know where to start. Okay, so number 1, you don't pay the credit cards a dime until you get a job.
Okay.
Number 2, you get the cryptocurrency out today, and you put it in a savings account. That gives you $12,000 to work with. Okay, so we're not worried about food. What is your rent?
It's $1,500.
Okay, why?
Because I live in Panama City Beach.
No, because you live in a really nice place in Panama City Beach.
Yeah, well, I live in an apartment, and long-term housing here is really hard to find because that's all short-term housing, and that's all. So,
where are you going to settle?
I don't know.
You're going to have to decide. You're going to have to decide.
Yeah.
This gypsy stuff's not working for you.
No.
And it's not working for me if I'm trying to employ you either.
Right.
So I need to see some stability if I want to employ you. If I'm looking on the other side of your equation here. Okay. Pay nothing on the credit cards. You are down to food, shelter, lights and water, and transportation. Do you have debt on your car also?
No, my car is, I own it outright. It's 9 years old.
Good. Okay. So gas in the car, food, lights and water, rent. You don't pay money for anything else right now. Oh, you keep the $300 going on the IRS. I don't want them after you. You file your tax return on time, even if you're unable to pay. There is a failure to file penalty in addition to a failure to pay penalty, and there's no reason for you to have extra tax bills right now.
And that's even if I file an extension, correct?
No. Yeah, you'll get filing extension does not get you out of the failure to pay. You might as well file. Filing extension doesn't do any good. All it does is put off the fact that you didn't file the return. It does not help you with the financial. The money is still due whether you file the extension or not, so you might as well just file. You don't get an extension on the taxes. You only get an extension on the paperwork.
Correct, yes.
Okay, so go ahead and file, and there's no failure to file penalty that way, and you know, then we're going to start to work on those taxes as well. Then you've just got to get settled and decide what you're going to do. And here's an idea: before you run out of money, take something for $50,000 and let's get food on the table, right?
Yeah, and that was one of my questions, is because I've been trying to replace what I was making, and it's obviously harder to get a $100,000 job.
Well, it is. It is also, though, with the way you're doing things, because you're running around in circles.
Yeah, I feel like I'm out of control.
Yeah, you have got to settle in and go, I'm going to live here. I'm going to live there. And based on that, these are my expenses. Based on that, you can go wait tables and make your basic bills.
True.
You don't have to. I don't want you to, but you can probably pick up a few, just freelance projects on project management that's not even a full-time contract, and get enough money coming in to cover basic stuff until you get your income back up to the 100 range. The good news is you know how to make 100,000, and you'll go back to making it eventually. But I don't want you to run out of this $12,000 we got before that happens. So do not pay anyone except the IRS, food, shelter, clothing, transportation, and utilities. Get the tax return file, get the crypto out today, get yourself stabilized. Then you're going to be able to develop a plan for working through the rest of this. And we certainly can show you how to do all of that. Then we can get to stuff like getting out of debt, getting the IRS paid off. You can pay off $24,000 worth of IRS in 1 year if you're back to making 100 again. It's not a big deal. You can do that. You'll be able to clear up the $50,000 worth of debt, the $75,000 or the $25,000 of the IRS. You can clear up every bit of that in 2 years once you get back to making money and you get stabilized again. But right now, you're just doing backflips all the time.